Hello, hello. If you're new to my life, please click like and follow. I greatly appreciate it. And if you're not new, well, welcome back. Give y'all a quick update on the babies and then, or my two granddaughters. You guys, I wasn't even aware that they were that sick. Like, I knew they were sick, but not like that. But anyways, when y'all hop on, say hello so that I can say hello to you. I am so tired. When I say tired, you all, I was tired about 12 hours ago. I'm really tired now. I got Carter in here. Turn that down, bub. Please. Thank you. Anyways, so Boogie, or Brooklyn and Christina, they both got the flu. So one of them got flu A from school. One of them got flu B from school. They were both sick at home. And then before you know it, it uncrossed. The one that had the A got the B. The one that had the B got the A. Anyhow, and they went 2 weeks, like, extremely sick. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Sue. Thank you, Sue. And so I knew all that. And then little Christina had a birthday. And my mom and dad kept Haley to take her down there to see her sisters for Christina's birthday. And they could not let them be together because, you know, they were sick. They didn't want to get Haley sick. So, Mom told me that day that Christina just looked awful. Like, she was solid white in the face. Like, she just didn't look good at all. You could tell the baby was sick. Hey, Donna. And I was like, oh, poor baby. You know, pray for her, this and that. And then, and Mom's like, yeah, you know, both of them are sick. Which I knew they were both sick. And, so yesterday, they went to their paternal grandmother's house. And she seen how sick they were. They were laying around, not eating, not drinking, not nothing. And they just looked really bad. And she ended up taking them, or they did, to the hospital. And surprisingly, they put both girls in the same room, same bed. I guess because their sisters are young. I don't know. But that was great. And they were in a lot of fluids, they're both of them. And then at 11 o'clock last night, they just sent them home. So, I don't know. They're still feeling really bad. We'll just see what happens. I mean, I don't know, you guys. Watch that flu. And I've also heard, now I don't know what the truth is to it or none of that. I don't know. But have y'all heard about the measles in 2026? Hey, Margaret. I don't know if y'all have heard about it or not, or seen it, or heard anyone discuss it, but I was not aware of it, and evidently it's a thing. And so I'm kind of worried about that because someone, I don't remember who it was, said that something about the flu and this and that it could lead to measles turning into me or something like that. I don't know, so that got me worried. Hey, Tammy. I'm not sure, but yeah. So that's what's been going on. Hey, Myra, how are you, love? I hope y'all are having a fantastic day. We have been doing good. Of course, we got our heat fixed, so that was a huge blessing. It's not completely fixed. He put the wrong motor on it because he was waiting on another motor, and I guess they're still waiting. I don't know. He come by this morning and said he had to take another picture of it. He just shows up and takes pictures of it and leaves, I guess, to get, like, numbers or something. I'm not really aware, but it's okay. And as long as we got heat and the baby's warm, I am happy. Danielle, they're not always sick. What are you talking about? They're children. They go to school. They don't even live in my town, and they're sick all the time. But, you know, you think you know everything. I don't know if you're thinking it's mine, or I don't know, but see, Sue heard about it. I'm trying to find it. I know, like, I see a lot, but I'm trying to find the one that's actually what I read and what kind of made me nervous, I guess you could say. Good evening, Margaret. Let's see. I mean, it's all over the web, like all over. But not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the one that talked about where getting the flu could affect it. So, exactly, Lisa. Thank you. You guys have to understand, children get sick. It don't matter if they're in my home or yours, they're going to get sick. Some children have a higher immune system. Yes, they do. And some have lower and some whatever. But all kids get sick, you know. And you have to just face that. That's just life. And it's okay. Yours go to school and never sick. Well, that, you know what? You're probably in like the 1% that don't, because most kids do. So I don't know about your situation. I just know about mine and about all of my grandkids and that kind of thing. I don't know about yours. But if you can truly send your children to school and they don't come home sick, hey, you're blessed. Let me tell you. When Tennessee was so proud, we all got sick. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just, that's how it goes. Now, in some towns, maybe the rooms are more spaced out. They don't have as many kids. I don't know. Maybe that's her case. But she's blessed, because I'm telling you, like around here, it's insane. Like, insane. They're all sick. There was so many children out of one of my kids' classes last week. I really thought that they were going to close school at one point because of everyone getting sick. And that does happen. I don't know if it happens where you all live or whatever, but where we live, they've actually closed the entire school down before. That's right. That's right, Patricia, no matter where you live. So I'm in Georgia. I live in Georgia. Measles come here around my grandbaby. Oh my gosh. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I heard about it. There's some germs in school. Yes, it is, Lisa. Where my grandbabies get sick there too. Yes, exactly. You know, and if you go around the school system enough, like go hang out with your kids, eat lunch with them or whatever, you're going to probably end up sick too. That's how it goes. Now, I'm not saying everywhere, and I'm not saying, but most of them, it's terrible. I'm telling you. Steph has flu A. It's horrible. Yes. And so, I mean, you all, I feel so bad. And I did post just one picture of my two grandbabies that were hospitalized. I didn't share their whole life, and I shared one picture. But if you look in that picture at Brooklyn's face, especially, she's the older one on the left of the picture, you can just tell that baby's sick. I mean, and then Christina, if you zoom in, you can tell. I mean, she's just, Christina always loves to talk and play and this and that. And like that day that they took Haley for the gifts or whatever for Christina's birthday, she didn't even really talk. Mama said she was just so sick. Madison, yes, Libby, absolutely. And they do that a lot. And I think it's super smart to close the schools down when there's that much illness, because at that point, a lot of people are going to send their kids to school no matter what, which means your kid will get sick. That's just a fact of life. Now here we have rules. Like, it can't be a high fever, can't be active vomiting, it can't be active like diarrhea, it can't be none of that. So they're not allowed to be there, which is good, because that's how all the kids get sick, you know. Our kids, your kid, everyone's kid. Thank you for the prayers. Schools in the UK are dreadful. There's so much pressure to send these kids, even when they're in or their ill or attendance. Okay, Lisa, that's the thing. There are a lot of parents, and when I say parents, I mean parents, not the child, that want their child to have perfect attendance, that they have a fever, they're going to push them out the door. It don't matter, they're going to send them. Now, I don't think you should keep them home if they just got barely a little cough. Okay, I'm not saying that, but like anything that can be contagious, don't send them, you know. School book has a truancy. If you don't, that's right. Yeah. You can't win. You can't win. And you're right. I was about to say that. Because, okay, in my case, okay, I'm going to use the twins as an example. That way I'm not using no one else's kids. It's just an example. They get so many allowed parent notes for one school year. After that, it has to be a doctor's note or it's considered unexcused. After so many unexcused, which means you kept them home, they were sick, but you didn't take them to the doctor, whatever, that's when you get in trouble. Then they're in truancy. So you cannot win for losing. So what I do here is if mine just have like a very small like cough or anything like that, I send them to school and then I request them to be seen by the nurse practitioner. And usually it's nothing, but there has been twice that they actually wanted me to pick them up. That they had, I guess, gotten a fever since leaving home, and that was okay. I understood because they don't need to be around the other kids at that point. But oh yeah, and then I was actually told by the nurse that the whole school was sick. Like, oh, well, not the whole school, but like it was throughout the whole school. Start schools, they're sick a lot. Yes, if they switch schools, build up immune system. Yes, I believe that too. My twins, my grandbabies, they switched schools twice, kind of rapidly this year because I'd done a short-term move and long-term move. And they had to switch schools 2 times. And both times they got pretty sick in the beginning. Of course, it got better. And they did get stronger. And like she said, immunity and everything. So I do believe that. Hey, Kimberly. When I started school, I brought everything home to my brother and sister. Measles, mumps, chicken. Yes. And that's true. You give it to your brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, mom, whoever's around, you know. And we always get sick. If they bring home enough of that germ, I get it. It don't matter how much I spray, wipe down, I'm going to get sick. I got a sore throat now, but the kids don't. So I don't know if they were just a carrier or what. Judy, have you not been here, baby? So Will and his kids are where they're living right now. And they're fine. They were just here. If it's parents want to, maybe they're single mom and they work during school. That's true. Pretty much showed you some. Yeah, exactly. And what Sally said is true too, because, you know, let's say you are single, mom, dad, uncle, grandparent, and you cannot get out of work. If your kids have a very mild fever and you're like, you know what, I'm going to give them medicine, I'm going to send them to school. And yeah, a lot of them do that because they will lose their job. They can't take off so many days. They get so many sick days. They get so many vacation, you know. And so that makes it difficult too. And they don't have, maybe some people don't have a sitter or family members around that can watch them for them while they're at work, you know. A lot of people that work, especially during the day, they usually have it set to where they're working while their kids are at school. Or they've got it set to where they have someone in the evening after school for them or whatever the case. So, yeah, you're right. Brenda, thank you, honey. Yep, they don't want you to miss and don't want you to send them sick. Exactly. They don't want them to miss and they don't want you to send them sick. Think about what she just said, y'all. That's all of it right there in a pot. I had the flu since Friday evening. My daughter brought it from school and we still have it. Oh my God. Elizabeth, I feel bad for you. Do y'all have like A or B or do you know? Oh yeah, Julie. I'm telling you, no matter what, like kids are sick of school. Prayer chain. Yeah, I know. And I was so thankful for everyone that has prayed and kept them in your thoughts. And stuff like that is what a page is meant for. You know, a huge outreach, especially if you're needing a prayer chain or if you're needing uplifting for something. Or let's say you just need answers to something that you don't understand, or maybe something happened to you in your life that someone out there somewhere has had the same thing happen and maybe they can help you through it. So it's really good for stuff like that. Absolutely. It's a community, you know. Hey, Kimberly. They are doing okay. They're still sick. They sent them home at 11 o'clock. I'm not sitters, but really sometimes it's just that. Oh, yeah, absolutely. All 5 of us had the flu. It was terrible. Praying for all you. Yeah, absolutely, Peggy. And I'm so sorry for you all. I'm on week 5 of bronchitis and pneumonia. It just won't go away. Jamie, I'm so sorry. You know, and a lot of people, like, I had people message me, like, about the girls, about Brooklyn and Christina, because they were sick in the hospital. Well, their parents didn't take them to the doctor. Well, yeah, they went to the doctor. But you get worse sometimes. Like, I don't know. I don't understand some people. It don't matter if you sit there and you tell them that the sky is blue. They're going to argue that it's purple and orange and it's got zebra stripes on it. That's how it's going to go. You know, if you're not in that situation, you don't know. You know, and that's just the bottom line. Mom, I am so sorry you have pneumonia. Kimberly, they're at home now. They left the hospital last night at 11 o'clock. So they went in, they ran a lot of fluids through them. And basically, I guess that's all they could do. I don't know. And they sent them home. Yeah. Ran itself out the body. Yep, exactly. Exactly, Peggy. You right, baby. We know. Teresa, the 2 that were in the hospital is Brooklyn, Christina, my granddaughters. Brooklyn is my very first grandbaby. Beautiful little girl. And she's the one that made me a grandmother. And Christina is her younger sister. And then Haley is their 2 baby sisters. So it's basically Haley's 2 half sisters. However you would say that. We just call them sisters.
I had stomach pain, but now I feel better.
You feel better?
Yeah.
All right, good job, Betty.
I'm really proud of myself that I got it out.
Okay. Not just at school, we've been passing around bronchitis, flu. Yes, at work. Exactly. Oh, well, don't get me started about work jobs, too. Let me tell you. A lot of places that people work, they cannot just take off when they're sick for a long time because they don't have the staff or whatever. And they take that back to work, and then all them get sick. And then maybe they got babies at home, and then they bring it home to them, and then them kids get sick, and then they get sent to school because they don't see anything in them yet, and then they spread it to the, it's part of it.
That is supposed to be right.
See, that's my thing too, honey. I hate to see little ones sick. And it's so sad. All we can do is... Yes, exactly. Sue, absolutely. I'm on board with you. Kids missing because they get paid for each kid. Chrissy's right. Do the research schools. Telling kids because they have to go. Oh, even while sick. And that's why I get sick too many times. Never feel better. They need to rest and sleep. Not keep getting sick. Doesn't get paid. No, Chrissy is right. I don't know the actual number. I thought it was like 25, but someone told me 50. But they do get paid for per head, per kid.
I'm glad I got my.
No, Barbara's right. The weather is something else. It's warm, cold, but yeah, we got a lot going on.
Yeah, hot too.
Hot too.
Yeah. Cause
Do you have any friends at school that are out sick right now, bub?
yeah, a lot of them. Yeah.
There you go. Are you sniffling?
I have a stuffy nose.
You have a stuffy nose? You didn't have that this morning.
Yeah, but I do. That's.
You do now.
All I do is have a stuffy nose.
That's all?
Yeah. Do you have an idea to get it out?
You just have to blow your nose, buddy, and let it run its course. It's probably viral. See right there? He did not have that stuffy nose when he went to school, y'all. And here he is now with stuffy nose.
Well, I actually don't have one.
Honey, I heard it. See, y'all can hear it. Just crazy because I had to go back to work. I couldn't get enough time to rest. That's right. And then what happens if you miss too many days of work, y'all? You're going to lose your job, right? You're going to get written up. You're going to get warnings. You just can't. Pediatric floors in the hospital. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there is. Mm-hmm. That's around here, too. They tell them to wear a mask and come to work. Wow. See? We've only got so many nurses. We only got so many doctors, nurses' aides, and all that stuff in the hospitals as well. So, like she said, you know, she's an RN, or her daughter is, and she has to put on a mask and get to work. Run all over. Sure. Yeah. I do have a knowledge of real jobs, okay? I've owned I've owned 2 businesses, and I have been partners in 2 businesses, and I've worked lots of regular jobs for years and years, you all. Just because I sit at home with the kids now, don't mean I did my whole life, okay? So, you just keep on thinking that, sweetie. Yes, I have my Brooklyn and Christina, not 2 that I raised, but they are really sick. They have the flu. Hey, Joy said that she's proud of you, bub.
Proud of what?
Sally, I've not heard of that red onion tea. I've heard of elderberry. I had that.
Proud of what?
What is the other nasty virus last week? The doctor said it was probably COVID. No, sends in testing just to treat the symptoms. She finally went back to school. Aww. I heal quickly. I know, see, Danette, I thought about that. But when Mom and Dad went down there, they just dropped off gifts, like I said, for Christina's birthday. And they stood a ways away from Christina because they did not want Haley or them to get sick. So I was kind of worried because they were close, but not too close. They weren't breathing on each other. They were kept apart. But yeah, all that worries me. But my parents are also the type of parents that are a type of people, not parents. They're the type of people to where they're risky, you know. They don't care. Like if the kids are sick, they'll come over anyway. And they're like, oh, it'll be all right, you know. Especially if it's for a reason. Yeah, the kids here do have school tomorrow. And they went today. They were out yesterday for Martin Luther King Day. But, yeah, they went today. And then they go the rest of the week. Maybe it's just cold weather. I mean, you're actually, yeah. Hey, Brenda. They are okay. They are sick. They went to the hospital. They stayed a few hours. They let them go to 11 o'clock last night. And they basically just gave them a ton of fluids and sent them home. I mean, I don't know, honestly, if they could have done any more. I don't know. But that's what I was told. Of course, I don't raise them too. So It's not like I'm the one there with them, because I'm not. I just know what I'm told by the other grandparents. They have a bunch of grandparents helping to raise them too, you know, because Brooklyn and Christina, they were raised by their father, my daughter's ex-husband, but he has life too. He works, he's got stuff to do, and so they're their great grandmother and their paternal grandmother and then maternal great grandmother helps raise them. Well, that's a whole mouthful right there. That's right, Dana. Honey, just let people talk. They're going to talk no matter what, and they have no idea what they're talking about. Let me tell you, I'd love to see anyone my age raise all these kids and do what I do. I would love it. Look it up. It's a thing. Helps with the congestion. I'm going to look that up. Because that's definitely something that it sounds natural. You know, red onion's natural. And I'm all about that. I'd rather give my kids something like that than, or myself, than the other stuff. So, absolutely. Okay, Denise, before I say goodbye to you, okay, since you're wanting so much attention, I'm going to give it to you. Yes, baby, I have a past. I did not spend a lot of time in jail, but I have been to jail. I sure have. But, there you go. And everyone that's been following me for a long time already know that. So I don't know what you're trying to prove here, except to make yourself feel bigger than you are, or better than you are. I don't know. But I do know that you probably need prayers. So I'm going to pray for you. And I hope you have a wonderful day. God bless you. And hopefully tomorrow is a better day for you. It's late too. You probably have to draw better than that. I know, I just read that. Dina, I have an ear in the house. No, this is what I do. Instead of opening the windows like in the living room or somewhere where they're playing, I will open one like in my bedroom, or if they're not in their room, I'll open their bedroom window. Or the back door, just crack it. I've done that. You know, leave it open for 15 minutes. Just let it kind of air out. Because that is super important, especially if you got any germs at all in your home. And it don't matter where you're at. Louisville, we're supposed to have bad weather this weekend. Kimberly, I heard about some snow moving in. Scares me some. Kids are dying here in Alabama. 3 passed away. Oh my goodness, Susan. I am so sorry to hear that. Oh my gosh. 3 of them already, y'all. That's right, Brenda. Hi, Janelle. Jennifer. I see my name up there, y'all. I told you I was tired. Sandy, thank you, honey. Yes. You know, people think that, you know, whatever you do in life, good or bad, that's who you are your whole life. If you do wonderful things in your 20s, that don't mean you're still a wonderful person in your 30s. And if you do horrible things in your 20s, that doesn't mean you're still doing horrible things in your 30s. Just, I don't know about people, y'all. I'll tell you what. We all have a past. Good, bad, it don't matter. We got past. I gotta close this door again because they're gonna get loud. And I'm closing my door, y'all. Get ready for them trolls now. Uh-oh. I closed the door in my room. I sure did. Do y'all want to see it? It's closed. It's not locked. It's shut. Yeah, Chrissy, you're right. Younger Janelle almost came out. Yeah, girl. Girl. I'm trying my best to be a good person, y'all. Peggy, you're right. You know, I'm sure she's probably got a worse past than most of us. You know, I had this one lady that, true story and fun fact. I had a lady talk about, oh my gosh, she been in jail. Oh my gosh, she talked that crap for literally a year. Same woman, kept making profiles. Anyhow, come to find out, long story short, her man was locked up through the whole thing. The whole time she was trying to dog me for something from years and years ago. Her man was, yeah. So, you know what? Judge away. Because I don't care how people judge me, because there's only one judge and that's God. So you go ahead and you do you, boo. Beth, I could get a job? Okay. All right. Well, for one, I have one. For two, I raise children, which is a full-time job. For three, I cannot afford a sitter. So since they're not all in school, I would have to have a sitter. So unless you're willing to pay for the sitter or get me better so that I could and do all the things, then you just need to sit down in the back of the class.
Mommy.
Oh,
Mommy.
Where's Mommy?
Yeah. Hey, and Papa.
What?
Nana.
Where?
Mommy is not in.
Huh? Hold on.
So,
Get in there. Your mom?
Check your zip code and find a new Medicare Advantage plan in your area. Insurance companies offer different plans in different zip codes, and some Medicare Advantage plans are terminated for 2026. If your plan was terminated, call the number on your screen for a free Medicare benefit review. You still have time to enroll in a new Medicare Advantage plan for 2026.
Y'all just have a seat. Let me, hold on, I'll message her. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna hop off here. I gotta make a couple phone calls. But y'all have a blessed day. I was gonna go live a little bit longer, but they're getting a little antsy about something and I need to call. Susan, you're right. Meredith, you're right too. But God bless y'all, and I will see you very soon. God bless.